He's more powerful than a locomotive, but that doesn't mean Superman has what it takes to create a blockbuster video game.
We'll see about that.
Over the years, there have been numerous attempts to turn the Man of Steel into video game gold, but none of those efforts have been particularly successful. So why can't Clark Kent have a legendary game to call his own? Let's investigate. Forgettable Rogues. Remember these guys? What about her? Outside of Lex Luthor, how many of Superman's arch-rivals can you actually name? Unless you're a certified Man of Steel superfan, the answer is probably not many. Maybe you've heard of Doomsday, but you probably don't know General Zod's first name. How about Brainiac, Bizarro, Atomic Skull, Toyman? These villains just aren't going to resonate with gamers the way other bad guys do.
Cute.
Why did you attack those people?
To draw out the main course, of course.
And if the majority of gamers have absolutely no friggin' idea who these bad guys are, why would they plunk down $60 to fight them? Bad history. The most recent Superman games have been mind-bendingly awful. Released in 1999, Superman: The New Adventures is one of the most notoriously terrible games ever made. You might know it as Superman 64. Hopefully, you don't know it at all. Superman Returns came out in 2006 to show the world that a Superman game can still totally suck.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh no, Superman. That was just the beginning.
Substandard graphics, frustrating controls, repetitive gameplay. Superman Returns even has the audacity to feature a tornado as the final boss.
It's heading straight for Metropolis.
Superman hasn't starred in another video game in over a decade, maybe because he's let down gamers too many times.
We thought you were gonna come back!
Grounded. Look, down on the ground, it's Superman running errands. Whenever a video game puts Superman on the ground and makes him walk, that game becomes a total crashing bore. Take the 1992 Sega Genesis game Superman. The ground sections are basic, boring, side-scrolling stages. The flying sections are way more fun, a lot more action-packed, and just feel freer than their land-loving counterparts. Because Superman is supposed to fly. Sure, Superman Returns is mostly flight-based, but the whole game is a total slog, so it doesn't really count. Your move, Superman. Where's the hook? To become a blockbuster, a video game needs more than some overpowered superperson beating people up. A great superhero game needs a hook to elevate the material so that it's a unique, dynamic playing experience. Batman's Arkham series lets you beat up bad guys, but you also search for clues and inspect your surroundings, hiding in the shadows before attacking. Deadpool is a pretty straightforward beat-em-up game, but it's so overloaded with hilarious and inappropriate jokes that you barely notice.
What the hell, Summers?
I learned it by watching you, all right?
Then there's the recent Spider-Man games, where you can free roam New York City and swing from building to building. So far, none of the standalone Superman games have managed to find a compelling hook, and being Superman simply isn't enough. The last son of Krypton deserves his own fresh, free-roaming adventure. But can any video game company rise to the challenge?
Go on, Superman. You know you want to.
Friend Zone. Even though Superman's solo adventures have been lackluster, he's definitely appeared in a few truly great games. Superman was a seriously entertaining character in both Injustice: Gods Among Us and its sequel, Injustice 2.
I've learned from my mistakes.
Far removed from his big blue Boy Scout image, the Superman of Injustice is an evil tyrant who kills the Joker in a fit of rage. This super sassy version of Superman rules the world through fear and violence. It's not your typical Superman story, and that's part of what makes it so good. Injustice is an incredibly popular fighter game, so the problem isn't Superman as a game character. It's Superman as the only game character. Maybe Superman should be in a Justice League-inspired action RPG. He might become relatable enough for people to want to play him again.
Careful what you wish for.